Hello and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. You are listening to And Another Thing. We are Joella and Helen and this is episode 48. Did you see my face scrunch up just then?
No.
Oh.
Because I was... No. Why did your face scrunch up? Did you forget?
Yeah. Because I was like, you were listening to... What am I supposed to say?
What is this podcast called?
Yeah, genuinely.
I wasn't listening to you at all because I was looking out the window thinking, weren't there yellow flowers there last time we were here? Or is that by your kitchen window?
I think it's by my kitchen window.
Okay.
Because
and you had to have a look.
Yes, no, because there was a big old weed that was out by my window.
Oh.
The other day, so I was getting sick of it. I'm like, I don't want to see this weed anymore. So I went out and yanked it, and it's no longer there. So yes, it must be from the kitchen window.
Yeah, because I'm like, where's all them yellow flowers? Anyway.
I love how we pay attention.
I wasn't listening to you at all.
Do you know, this actually, like, I was thinking about it as we were testing our microphone levels. And I was like, this actually leads into where my brain's at the moment. So I've been, like, super focused on a particular project all day today. And I've just been zoned into my computer and my book that I've been writing in to, like, create ideas. And my brain feels like mush to start off with. And then I've also had like a really bad eye day. So like I've had to put my glasses on and then I get a headache. So then I have to take my glasses off and then I'm fine. And then I get a headache. So like I've been chopping and changing it. It's like my eyes can't focus properly and my head is full of all the things going around in my brain. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to go for this particular episode, but that's where I'm at. So.
Your glasses go on and off like I take jumpers on and off.
Yes.
Like, 'cause I'm hot. Talking about yellow flowers, you know, people on Instagram and say, that are a bit foo-foo-y say, find a piece of joy in every day.
Sure.
Well, I did today on the drive into you.
Okay.
You've got some lovely sunflower fields.
Yes.
I was like, are they sunflowers? Like, and I was trying to look. It's so pretty. They were all facing me, all like, hello, Helen, as I'm driving in. It's so pretty, isn't it?
It is.
I feel like they're early.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't the foggiest.
I'm really not sure when they come up either, to be fair, but I do remember driving home from yoga and they put some in a stall on the side of the road and I used to stop and pick them up, and I'm pretty sure it was a treat for me not in the height of summer.
Right.
So maybe they just keep on going until fall, and I used to get them.
Well, I also drove past there's a corn maze that I usually take the little kids to every year. And it's either a corn maze or a sunflower maze. And they had sunflowers going up. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess it is that time of the year because the corn maze is up. So
yeah, I guess it's right.
I don't know.
Well, I was comparing the height of their corn to the height of my corn in my garden. And I'm a little smaller than those. I got a corn. I don't know if I'm going to... I'll probably get like one kernel or something from it. But I bought one. I'm trying to grow a corn on the cob.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That takes me to, is it Good Morning? Is it the British Good Morning, like the British morning TV show? Is it called Good Morning?
Yeah.
When Holly Willoughby was on there and she was the host at the time.
I think I know what you're going to say.
And she was talking about trying to grow a corn. And she's like, yeah, but there's lots of greenery coming up from the ground and I just don't know whether it's ready or not. And then Phil was sitting next to her and say, do you mean a carrot? And she's like, what do you mean? And it goes and says, a corn comes up from the ground and you take the husk off of like the stalk. And she's like, oh.
Does she think she was growing a corn?
She genuinely thought she was growing corn, but no, it was just carrots that she was growing.
What a wally. What a wally, Holly.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know. Well, what have you been up to this week or the last 2 weeks? Have you been up to anything?
No, have I? No. I can't. You know what? I don't remember. I cannot believe that we are, what is it, the 21st of July? I just can't believe when you get older, the time just goes. It's like all of a sudden, end of another week. Mm-hmm. What did we do? I went out for dinner for a neighbour's birthday on Sunday.
Yeah. Also, FIFA has finished.
Oh, FIFA has finished.
Yeah. In our last episode, we were talking about that FIFA was going to finish on the 16th of July.
Yeah.
No, that was just the England game that was finishing on the 16th of July.
Yeah, it finished on the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got that wrong. Or I got that wrong.
Yeah.
Did I just think that we were going home on the 16th?
Maybe.
Yes, and then I was right.
Yeah. Well, in a way, you came third still.
We came third.
It's something.
They never do a third place normally.
Right, that
I
was
don't
a
know
new
what
thing.
that. Yeah. Well, there was a lot of
new
new things, wasn't there? Let's face it.
Anyway, that was the FIFA. Sorry, I interrupted. You said you're going out for dinner.
So I went out for dinner after.
dinner.
I managed to get out of work earlier, and I went home and watched the final game, and then I was suddenly Spanish.
Right.
Because we needed Spain to win. And they did win. And honestly, my sister said that she was at a Fatboy Slim, like, massive concert, rave, whatever, on the beach.
Sure.
And
love that. Oh, I love that for her.
So I really wanted to be there. And then she was walking back to the train in Brighton, and she heard everybody cheer and knew that it was because of Spain. So everybody wanted
Every
Spain.
British person
wanted Spain to
wanting
win.
Spain to win.
Anyway, they did win. And then I went out for dinner after that. And we went to a local restaurant near where I live, and it's a fish restaurant. And I had salmon. I'm counting points. I'm sure everybody knows, on and off, all the time we've been doing this podcast. And then sometimes I've stopped counting points, and then I have to go back and count points. So I'd been good all day, and I already knew, because I already look at menus ahead of time, that I was having salmon, and it was delicious. I didn't have a starter. There was no bread on the table. Easy peasy. And then anyone want desserts? Oh, you've got to have a look, haven't you? And then it is.
Sure,
Sticky
you do.
toffee pudding.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
And you sent me a picture of the menu.
Yeah, you validated that I could have it, in fact.
Well, no, I did not. I just said, I'm guessing you had dessert then.
But then you said some of the things that you had eaten that were not within points. And I'm like, oh, well, okay then. If you've done it. And Scott said
I love that you're justifying what you eat to what I eat in a day.
It was so good. And the girl said, do you want 2 spoons? Oh, I know. I said to Scott, do you want some? And he said no. And I'm like, that's the correct answer. Anyway, so I've been out for dinner. I can't remember anything else I've done. There was tornado watches last weekend.
Which is crazy.
I was working on the Saturday that this happened. And when you're in Canada, you get an alert on your phone for serious weather things, or various things. And it was everyone's phones like got this siren on it, and lots of them happen at the same time. And all of a sudden, I was looking around like, what the hell is that noise? And it's like, wee, wee.
Like an Amber Alert.
Yeah. And then we had a look, and it was tornado. So everyone was like, oh, tornado warning. And then you just carry on. What size coffee would you like? Small, medium? They don't give a Scooby-Doo. They don't. Nobody was like, we should move, or like, I don't even know what the protocol is. I just carried on as normal and just thought, well, I just hope it misses us if there is a tornado.
Yeah, because that's so irregular
here
to have a tornado in this area.
Yeah.
You do get them.
Yeah.
Do they actually touch down though? Or
I don't know, but when we were out for dinner, one of our neighbours showed us a picture of what they saw in the sky, and it was like, it looked like
a swirly,
a swirly
substance
in the area, in our local area.
Right.
So I don't know if it touched down. I haven't heard. But somebody was in Rona, the DIY store.
Yeah.
The tornado warning went off.
Yeah.
And everyone was cleared out the store. So they've got some kind of system. And she's like, could I not just pay for this? Like, it's not like, are we in immediate danger?
She wasn't allowed to pay
and
for her
she did
goods.
pay.
Oh, okay.
But everyone was like, everyone out, well, I'm not supposed to. We're supposed to clear. She's like, well, can I just not pay for this? Anyway, she paid. But yeah, so some people have systems in place.
I suppose, if anything, if you're in a home hardware kind of store and a tornado warning goes off, those people don't want to be charged for any kind of insurance fraction that kind of comes upon them. So, like, if rapid winds come along or something, and then a screw gets whacked off a shelf and stabs you in the eyeball or something, I don't know.
But
like, they wouldn't want to be held liable for that.
During this conversation of tornadoes that we'd had, the person sitting next to me said those are the places that you should go if there's a tornado warning, because they're big steel, like they're quite
They've got
sturdy.
foundation to them.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where you should be going, not like throwing you out. So, but I don't know all the details. We just carried on.
Yeah.
And we just had to mop the floor when the rain came down. That was all. So, anywho, that's what my week has been. What about you?
I don't think my week has been any much more exciting than yours. I made a mean-ass dinner on Friday night. Oh, it was so good. There were 2 friends and myself, and we went to one friend's house, and my option is always, can I cook? Because first of all, I love her kitchen. I love working in her kitchen, and I don't get to cook for more than one person, and I don't like cooking for one person, but I do like cooking for other people. It was just delicious. The whole thing was amazing, and I sat there and I was like, this food is delicious, and it was just enjoyable. You just don't get to, like, the main course was just a coconut rice bowl, and it had coconut rice in it, and then it had prawns and chicken that had been cooked with lemon and lime and paprika and salt and pepper and a bit of chili, and then there was a salsa that went with it, and it was mango and pineapple and peppers, but I say capsicums, same thing, and red onion and some lemon and lime juice. And if you wanted it a little bit spicy, some jalapenos. None of us wanted spicy. But things like that, I don't cook for myself because you kind of need more. I'm not going to buy a mango and cut a quarter of a mango up just for myself.
No, but then you could have the mango in yogurt another day.
I could. Would I?
No.
But it was just lovely. It was nice to have that. I will say, because this is going to go out in, a week and a half's time, that the one exciting news that I can share is that niece number 1 had baby number 2 yesterday, which is always a lovely thing to have a new one in the family arrive safe and sound.
And you went to see him yesterday.
I did get to go and see him yesterday, which is great. So yeah, that is.
Well, that's quite a lot.
That is quite a lot. Yeah. I was like, there was something else I was going to talk about. So my mum messaged me the other day, and this is, Mum, I'm going to share this because I was talking to Helen, I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
And you were like, we've got to talk about this. This is quite funny. So if you do share information with me about our podcast, be prepared that sometimes it will be reshared on our podcast. So if you listened to last time's episode 47, at the very end, I said that niece number 1, who just had baby number 2, said to me, Auntie Jo, this last week's episode was a bit not good. Like, not good.
She got a bit bored. She got a bit bored. Daydreaming.
Yeah. So we've figured out that was episode 46.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
If everybody's listened to 46 and you also got a little bit bored, so sorry. And then my mum messages me as she's listening to our episode, as she does. And then she's like, yeah, I knew what niece number 1 was talking about. I got a little bit bored too. And I was like, okay. It was actually so funny.
Oh, God.
And then niece number 1, she was listening to episode 47, so the one afterwards.
Yeah.
And she said to me, she sent me a voice message, and she's like, Auntie Jo, this episode was much better.
Our critics are quite harsh.
She's like, you were right. I did find it really, really fascinating. She's like, I never knew where the Michelin star came from. She's like, I always wondered if the Michelin star and the Michelin tire company was somehow connected. She's like, but I didn't know. And so she was educated and she did enjoy it. But I just found it very fascinating that the two of them were like, not your best work. And I'm like, you know what? Give me the feedback. I really don't mind. It makes it entertaining. And also, okay. I was going to say, I wasn't too phased when I was editing it either. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just another episode.
What we've got to talk about from last week. I think it was last week when you said about how you don't like having things on your hands and your mama's.
Yeah, so it was also last week's episode,
right?
Episode 47, and I was talking about how you said your question was if I could not do one job ever again, what would it be?
Yeah,
and I said like clearing plates and having my hands go in people's and having my hands go in other people's food, or when I'm in the kitchen, this wasn't part of it, but I said when I'm in the kitchen, I get like really antsy about how clean my hands are, just because it annoys me so much. And then my mum messaged me. She's like, yep, I'm talking to you while I'm listening to your episode, and I'm just saying to you, why don't you wear gloves, Joe? And I was like, well, I mean, fair comment, Mum.
It is a fair comment.
Or fair comment to you, but...
holy moly.
Yeah.
Gloves are horrible.
They are. I mean...
They serve a purpose.
They serve a purpose. There's lots of people out there that do wear gloves in the food service industry. Sometimes if you're that way inclined and you go somewhere and you see that someone's wearing gloves, it might make you feel better that someone's more hygiened than other places.
But that's not...
But you don't know if they are changing those gloves. You don't know what else they're doing with those gloves. When it's hot and sticky and you are moving fast, your hands get hot and sticky, and then you have to like tear a glove off to then throw it away to then put a new one on. I'm like, none of that nonsense.
When your hands are hot, you can't get them on when your hands are hot and sticky.
No, you kind of have to like put a half glove on and then like blow into the glove to kind of like pop it open so then you can slip your glove back in again.
I'm sorry your sandwich is late. I've been trying to get my glove on.
So if you were also listening to episode 47, wondering, first of all, actually, this episode's much better than 46. Thank you. We appreciate that.
You might as well just skip 46, everybody. Apparently it was very good.
But if you were thinking, Joella, why don't you just wear gloves? Fair comment, but I don't like it. So there.
Yeah, and people would wear gloves in COVID times. And people would think that, it's much more sanitary to wear a glove. But then they're not washing their hands as much. And the glove is the same as a hand.
Yeah.
So
stuff is going to be, avocado is going to be sitting on there.
You can't feel it.
No. That's what I think makes it worse.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah.
Sorry, New Zealand Mum.
I did find
I'm not a glove person either.
I did find it very entertaining. And please don't stop sending me these kinds of feedbacks.
No, we love it.
Because I find it very entertaining.
And then when you come over soon, and you're our guest,
which she actually doesn't know that yet, but
well, you are going to be a guest. We're going to get we have to pay. We have to get some more equipment, but you're going to be a guest. You can tell us exactly what you think, and then we'll give it back to you.
To be fair, she never wore gloves in the restaurant either. Okay.
I'm looking forward to that episode.
Oh yeah.
Get ready.
Okay, well, we will take a quick break and we will be right back. All right, we're back. And what did you just say? We are...
At one with nature.
Yeah. It's the reason why I got you to say that. Because we were just both sitting here and thinking, it's getting a little bit warm in here, which is unusual for my house. It's usually a little bit cooler.
Yes.
And so I opened up the window and then I realised, first of all, I don't think that's going to help.
It's going to be humid outside.
Probably just as hot outside. And then also, the frustrations of living in in a basement apartment is, one, blessing is I don't get flies because I don't have outdoor access.
Oh.
So I don't get flies in here.
Yeah.
But then, when I open up my windows, jolly flies come in. All day today, I've heard this fly buzzing around in my house, and all I've wanted is to get it outside, and I finally managed to get it outside. It took me about 30 minutes to get the damn fly outside.
I'm going to get you a zapper.
Oh, man.
Don't try and save it. Just go zzz.
Well, I mean, if I had a zzz, I would just
I'm getting you zzz.
But I don't, so I had to swish it outside. Now my window's open again. It's probably just going to come back in.
No, it's raining. It's hiding.
Okay.
I can hear the rain coming.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
said Fred.
Right, said Fred.
All of us together. We're going to talk today. Well, we touched on it last week in 47 at the end when you spoke about cutting your hand on some cans when you put your hand in the garbage.
Oh, right.
And I was like, poke the lid in. That's one of my I say pet hates. Here
Pet
they
peeves.
say pet peeves.
You don't say pet peeves?
No, I said pet hates once and I got laughed at by like, a what? That's not right. I'm like, yes, it is. Like, pet hate or pet peeve.
I might have to close that window.
We can hear the outside world. Right. Bye-bye, nature.
All right,
so that is one of my pet peeves. I'm going to say pet peeves.
Being called what?
Like, not when you undo a can and you don't put the lid in the can.
Oh, right.
That's what we talked about last week, and you said that's for another episode.
Right.
And that'll be this episode.
Yeah. Sorry, now I'm with you.
Because even if you've thrown it in the garbage, if I've been cut by our garbage before, very small cut on my shoulder, nothing major, but it could have been major because it was a piece of glass I'd been put in there. So
do you I was going to say, are you going to share how you got cut on your shoulder by your garbage?
Yeah, because I have to throw it over my shoulder like Santa sometimes. Sometimes it's just...
Because it's a big old sack.
It's a big bag and we haven't emptied it and we haven't had time to empty it. And it's like, holy moly, I can't just carry this and I don't want to drag it. So I've kind of...
And because you're quite short.
Yeah, I've kind of finagled it onto my shoulder. I'm like, okay, I can make it now.
Yeah.
And I got a small cut on my shoulder from some glass that had been cleared up. So don't put glass in the garbage and don't put the can lids in there.
That's just a lesson for life, really.
Well, it is.
Whether you work in a kitchen or not.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I put mine in the can, squeeze the can.
Yes. Do you... This might be a really boring question, but do you...
Oh, another boring episode.
Do you do the whole thing and then you have a loose lid and then you pop the lid into the bottom, or do you do nearly the whole thing and have a little bit, so then you fold it open,
honestly,
and pour your thingy and then fold your lid back in,
it
and then you squish it?
How good your can opener is.
Yeah, fair enough.
My can opener at home that Amy bought me is amazing. It takes the whole lid off. Nothing's really sharp, and then I put it in and I squeeze it.
Those are the best ones when you don't have sharp lids.
But if you have a shitty can opener, sometimes first of all it doesn't open the whole of the can, so you have no choice but just to flip it up,
over.
And push it in. So I would either put it in with a lovely can opener or poke it in if I've had a shitty can opener.
Okay. Right? Yeah, I would do the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So, can I share one of my pet peeves?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. This is also a pet peeve of mine that you like to have a go at me about, or not have a go at me about.
Oh,
but
are you
just
getting it in before I do? I don't even have that on my list, but I know what it is.
And you even asked the staff the other day, and you were like, "Did you know that when Joella's here, this is what they do?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, she does."
Oh, that one.
That one.
Oh, okay. There's another one.
So one of mine is we have digital screens in our place of work, so we don't have chits anymore that get printed off. Which also, that was not a word that I ever used.
A chit.
Yeah, no, it was a docket.
Oh,
you have a docket.
A docket.
And that was what all of your thing got printed off, and then you stuck it to your, like, wherever you stick your dockets, and then you read what needs to be made, and then you send it out.
A docket. I think that we were chits, but I never worked anywhere where there was... You have to say that carefully.
Yeah, that's why I don't like saying it, and especially in our accents, it doesn't always work.
How many shits have you got?
I've got the runs.
I'm running out of room. Oh, I'm really backed up. What was in our coffee?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so we no longer have paper, we have digital screens in each of our stations, and they come through and we will... Hold yourself together, woman.
We've come, now we're in the proper future.
We're in the digital age.
Yeah, we are.
And so then you can fulfill the certain items that you have fulfilled, and then it will still stay up there, or whatever. My pet peeve is when they just stay there, and nobody has bumped them off, and they'll just stay there, and then I can see the time ticking over, because there's a timestamp on there, and I'm like, has that been done or not? So then I'll poke my head around the corner, I'm like, has table 12 been done? Have those drinks been done? Have those baked goods? Have you taken out those baked goods? or somebody's running food for me, and I'm like, can you please just double check on your way through that table 7 has that scone that they are saying that has not been fulfilled? And they're like, yep, sure. And I'm like, thank you very much. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, they don't have that scone. And I'm like, that's why I do it.
Yeah. I mean, you do it for a good reason, and you do it because you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
I'm not denying
no,
that.
No, and I'm not having a go at you because you have a go at me.
We're not having a fallout.
No.
It needs to be done. I do it too. Like, is that gone? Is this... So it's something that we need to do, but it is just so funny because
my
it
head
happens
does pop around
from the kitchen for you.
Yeah.
Because you want to get it off the screen and people are dilly-dallying, pressing off whether they've done the drinks. And then you could be a bit busy back there. So your head just comes around the corner. Is that cappuccino gone to 1? They're like, what? Cappuccino to 1. Has it gone? Can you get it off, please? It's so funny. Oh, so now with the staff, because we're all like one big family, I'm saying, has that been done? And they're like, yeah. And I say, well, that's a good job Joella's not here. I say, could you get that off the screen, please?
And then at one point you said that, and they were like, what do you mean? And they're like, haven't you noticed that every time that Jo's here, she'll say something? And they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, there. Yeah. She doesn't like it, so move it.
And then it was funny because, like, I think the next day afterwards that I came in after you told me that, and I had a bit of a chuckle, I came in and I kept on seeing all these things that weren't bumped away. And I think when I'm in the kitchen too, it's frustrating because you're trying to just get through everything on a timely manner, especially in the kitchen, to make sure you haven't missed anything. And when there's something sitting on a screen that hasn't been bumped off, it takes up space.
Yep.
And so first of all, it takes up space, so you're trying to figure out where you are. And then second of all, it's annoying because you're like, do I still have this much to go?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's just because the freaking
There's a
cappuccino hasn't been bumped
or whatever,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. Or the amount of times that I have actually said that and somebody's like, oh, no, I haven't taken this scone to them yet. Well, can you?
Yeah.
Great.
Is it in the microwave still?
Or when they're just standing around and then I see things up on the screen and I'm like, has that been done? Oh, yes, it has. And I'm like, great. So then let's finish the job, bump it off, then you can go and stand around. But in my brain, your job's not finished if that's still on the screen.
No, that's true.
So,
which is what we should tell new people, and they are getting better at it. But I think it's when they're busy and they don't stop. So they're looking, I've done that, and they haven't bumped it off. Yeah. But I think, well, anyway, this is a work thing. I have a theory of who should be bumping that off during busy times. The person that takes it out.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
anyway.
I agree with you on that.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
I think we're going to need 2 episodes for these pet peeves. It's just one.
It's funny though, because of the things that annoy us. I appreciate that there are some things that annoy us, but we can turn it into humour.
Oh, all the time.
Like that particular thing, it is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
But I will continue to do it. And I won't ever do it in a way where I'm mean or malicious. But I am like saying, all right, has it been done?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Then bump it off. Like, let's just keep reminding you that this is how it happens. It hasn't changed since we got these machines. Just keep the rhythm flowing. Bump the damn thing off.
I think it's great because the staff get to know each of our annoyance. Or how we work. Yeah. So they're like, oh shit, I better do that today. And I mean, I would do it, but not as quickly as this person wants me to do it, or I need to do that today. And
like me scraping something out. So if you've made something and you bring it back to the sink and I see it and you haven't actually used a spatula to scrape that out, because I've done a lot of pricing, especially for where we work and just previously in my life, I'm like, that's about 50 cents worth of whatever product you've got right now. You don't want to just put 50 cents down the drain. You might as well just get a spatula and scrape it off. So I always pull people up, but now you come around and you're like, don't let Jo see you do that because she's going to get you to scrape it off. Have you scraped it off? No, you haven't. Yeah. Okay. So then we back one another in that and then it gets reinforced to the point now that I barely ever catch anybody not scraping anything.
Yeah, so like they put it down and I'll be like, oi!
Yeah.
I'll need you to bring that back when it's cleaner than that. Thank you very much. I think that our humour in it is good. Like, we're not like taking them to one side and saying, like, tut, tut, tut.
Sort your shit out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that it's fun, and they're like, still like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. I said, but let's just get this done. Yeah. So anyway. Yeah. Okay. One of the ones I thought you were going to say, because it's a pet peeve of mine, is when people don't wipe plates. When it comes out the dishwasher, sometimes our plates are still a little damp.
You know that thing where you said to me that question that you said to me the other week, whereas if there was a job that I never had to do again in my time,
are you changing your mind?
This would be one of them. I hate this.
See, for me, I understand you want to get the dishes done, get the dishes out, pile them up, next load in. Like, I understand the quickness of that.
Because when our dishes come out of the dishwasher, they're not completely dry. Yeah. They've got a little bit of drops on them still.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I will dry them. and put them down. The people that don't dry them,
like me,
in my mind, are just giving that job to someone else. So when I now have to napkin them, I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, who's done these? Because I've got to dry these now. Like, you've just given me an extra job. You're not the only one. There is another manager that also does this. And when I'm up at a different station and I hear the dishes coming out of there quickly, I'm like, they're not wiping the dishes.
Do you know, I do have a method that if I am on the dish, I will do this method where I will open the dishwasher and then I'll leave them.
Yeah.
And then I can come back because they have actually air dried.
Yes.
But there was a time when you had not a real go at me, but
No.
like a what the who's not drying them? I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. That was me not drying them. And then you're like, don't ever do that again. And I'm like, I won't when you're not here.
The thing about that's why when we're on dishes, sometimes you want other people to jump on and help you with dishes, but sometimes it's to our system's detriment.
Yeah.
So you've like, I'm opening that, I'm going to run that food, I'll clear some tables, and when I come back, those dishes will be dry, and I really don't have to wipe them off.
Yeah.
But when you come back, someone else
has put them away and not dried them.
Yes, which is lovely.
Yeah.
But then they haven't been dried, and you're like, they're my sisters. This is my system.
Talking about dishwasher systems, do you know another thing that ticks me off? This is not a bitch and moan session, by the way.
It sounds like it.
It does sound like it. What we're trying to just spread around is just like, these are the realities of what happens. And then also, I hope that you're laughing with us, because
every staff member is going to have stories like this. They're just not here to share them. They're going to be so pissed off with something that I do every day.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. Whatever it is, just tell me.
But mine is when you don't follow the system of what's going on in the sink. So,
oh, please, that's on my list.
Plates will go on plates, bowls will go on bowls. And then when the young kids come around and they've never done dishes in their entire life before, they just get their knife and their chopping board that they've just used. Thankfully, everybody now knows you never leave knives in the sink.
Never.
You always put it straight onto the tray. They're great at doing that, yeah. But then they'll just leave the chopping board spread eagle in the middle of the sink.
Yep.
It's like, can't you see? I was at the end of my tether one day, which wasn't good.
That's never good. I hope they cleared their screens.
No, but this was a day where we had I think it was a Saturday. It was so busy that the plates were starting to pile up past the rim of the sink.
Yeah.
We have 2 sinks, and when the plates start to pile up at that level,
you're
a bit screwed.
Yeah.
So that's where we were at. Both sinks were kind of at that level. This one person comes along, had just finished doing something, and did exactly what I just said. Just dumped everything in one of the sinks and then walked away. And I was like, not doing this. And then I pulled them back and I was like, can you just tell me for a second, look at my sink and tell me if you think this is like a helpful idea? And they're like, oh, it's not really, is it? I'm like, no, it's not. That can go here. Can you see how much more helpful that is? And they're like, yeah, sorry, Joe. I'm like, thank you. But I was like, I can't do this. You need to be pulled back.
Sometimes you just have to do it. Once I went into the, all the cutlery goes in a bin. And there's obviously, we've just discussed that all knives will go straight onto the dish. But for some reason, this person that had been here for a while decided to put a little pear knife in the
cutlery drawer?
Yeah.
In the cutlery dish?
So you are trusting your colleagues that everyone is doing this system, because I put my hand in the cutlery thing to lift them out. And thankfully, I didn't cut myself, and I saw this paring knife. And I knew who it was.
I remember this
day. I went storming around the corner
with the knife in hand.
With the knife, and said, "Were you using this? You are so damn lucky that I didn't cut myself." And their face was like, "Oh my god!"
And I've never done it again.
The next time, if I ever find this in again, I'll be cutting something off that's going to be extremely painful. And then I walked back into the kitchen. And they came and said, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, it's no harm was done this time, but that's a definite no.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's sometimes you've just got to call it out.
Yeah.
because...
And I think we still do it in a way where there's a bit of like
humour
to it, or not so much that like I'm a school kid being told off and I'm going to be sent to the principal's office, but just like, oh, okay, you are actually ticked about this and I should actually take you seriously. Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Like, it's
and then
more
we just carry on as
and
normal.
then we carry on, and then they carry on, and it's great.
There was one staff member who used to work for us who still remembers and mentions it to me. I knew that you were so angry with me, Helen, because you stamped your foot. I said that was it, so that I didn't slap you.
Also, for context, this young chap who worked for us and that you're talking about is like a second kid to you.
Yes.
Like you have known him since high. He's now living on your street.
Yes.
And like that's your relationship that you have with him.
Yeah.
Which is why you probably would have slapped him
Yes,
if you didn't.
exactly right. He pushed me too far that day.
Oh dear. Yes, it happens. There was this one time where I was just not in... I was in a different headspace. My head was somewhere else. And then someone came at me, not even with a work question. It was just like, I got this question and then I got the same similar question from somebody else. And I was just like... And then I snapped. I was like, just don't. It was a moment. And then it bugged me. And I was like, shit, I did it in front of everybody too. And so I went back and I apologised to the person. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have responded like that. It wasn't anything to do with you. I just wasn't in the headspace. And he's like, what are you talking about? Okay. So I was like, okay, that's good.
Never mind.
So at least like our staff know that sometimes when we do snap, it's just like either I'll take you seriously because this is a serious situation, or okay, well, I'll just carry on with your day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we always know if you're like, oh, that didn't come out quite how I wanted it. And then I'll always go over to the person and say, you know that I still love you, and just, like that. Yeah. Just in the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
anyway.
We never have any more issues. But that sink one is mine too, because for an easy flow, you're coming around with these dishes, you've got to offload them in several places, and then you get them to the sink and there's a soup well in there, and you're like, fuck me, now where am I supposed to put these dishes now?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of put them in a bussing tray, move the soup well, and then do your thing. Whereas if it was clear, I could have gone boo, garbage, bowl, plate, and be done.
So this is my question for you. When you have a dishwasher at home, so it's a little bit different, but when you're actually hand washing dishes and you've got all of your dish crap next to you, do you have it all willy-nilly, or do you have it stacked and ordered?
In my house?
Yeah, in your house.
Well, don't get me started on that pet peeve. It's willy-nilly.
Open up a can of worms and make sure that the lid is popped in nicely. Otherwise, you're going to cut your finger and you'll be even more ticked.
It's mainly willy-nilly because I haven't put it there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Should we just move on?
Okay. When I mean, it's different because I live alone. But I always stack my plates, even if I'm sometimes I don't do my dishes until like day 3 because I don't have that many dishes and I can't be bothered. So that's what I do. But I will always stack them so that they're stacked.
Yeah.
But if I'm with somebody else and in somebody else's kitchen, I will then stack them so that it's kind of organised, because it helps me with my process of how I'm going to clean. Because I'm like, well, I don't want to clean the crappy dirty thing that's there first, even if it's right in front of me, because that's going to dirty my water for everything else.
Yeah.
So then, anyway.
Yeah, there's systems. I agree. Systems. It has to be a system.
Everybody's got a system, whether you work in hospitality or not.
Sometimes when I see other people doing dish, I'm like, what's your system?
I don't think some people have some.
Maybe a system, but it's not the same as mine.
At which point you just walk away and think, well, I'm glad you're actually just doing the
dishes. Exactly. I'm very thankful for that.
Take the win where it is.
So, pet peeves, we've been speaking about where we're currently working, but when I used to work in retail and you're folding everything, that's just your life. Fold, put back. Fold, put back. And somebody is looking at a particular size, say they're looking at the small. Why do you need to open 4 smalls?
What?
Yep. So you're like, oh, I need to fold 4 jumpers here. They're all the same colour. They're all the same bloody size. You haven't got like a small, medium, large and comparing, which is fair.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 the same size. Many times. You're like...
Do Do you know, whenever I go to clothes shops especially, if I'm taking a size out, I will always put it back
In
where it needs to, like in the order of it. And then if I get a size and it's not in the right order and I'm having a look at it, I will put it back in that order where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, and I do now because I know at the end of the night you have to go around and check all the hangers, small, medium, large, extra large. You have to make sure they hang properly. Oh, God, it's awful.
Honestly. Customer service people or in retail, it's just such a mind-numbing job.
I am very lucky that I didn't work in clothing for years and years because all that forwarding and all that organising and having it all, it's boring.
Mm-hmm. My first job out of school, aside from all the little things that I did all before that, but my first job once I'd finished school and not knowing what the heck I was doing with my life was working in a swimsuit place.
Right.
In Mount Maunganui in New Zealand. And honestly, that, like, trying to put bikini tops and like little tiny strings to like somehow hold them up on a hanger. That must
be awful. And then, if you don't do it right, it looks really messy.
Yeah. In that particular shop, the owner didn't have a sound system, but had like a CD player. And
well, we all did back then.
Yeah. Madonna's album, I don't know what it's called, but when she sings Like a Virgin, whatever song that album is, that was the album that played non-stop.
Oh my God.
All the days. And so whenever some of those particular songs on the album
You're right
from Madonna,
back there.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Madonna, I can't do it. Because it goes right back into, I was 18 years old.
I'm organising bikinis.
In this, I was like, nah.
I love it that music takes you back to a place. That's like when Judy and I got stuck in the car listening to Tina Turner for our whole journey, one particular
with
song.
With a whole bunch of ties in the back of you. Was it a Mini?
It was a Mini.
Yeah. Do you have any other pet peeves
I
to
do.
share?
One of them is, why can't some adults, eat their food over their plate? Were you told as a kid, over your plate, with your table manners, no elbows on the table and eat over your plate? Like, don't lean back and take your spaghetti bolognese from there all the way, then there's a gap in the table to find your
up
mouth.
Your chest.
You have to lean forward.
Yes.
So sometimes adults...
Is that why people utilise napkins? Because I never understood... I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, I'll come back to
No,
it.
that's right.
But I've never understood the concept of napkins.
I think that's
or
for splashes. Well...
Like, people who pop them into their collar to have a napkin in front of them, I'm like, what are you doing? Do you not know how to eat well? But if you're sitting back and you're one of those people who don't actually lean over the only time that I will acknowledge that it should be done is that I did go to a Thai place last week with niece number 1 before she had baby number 2, and we had a dish where I was like slurping up my noodles, and then as I was slurping a little bit,
you could feel it go splashing on you.
Dang it! But otherwise, napkins.
Well, napkins are probably quite useful for people that have a larger tummy.
That's true.
Because you can't lean forward.
You can't always lean forward.
That would be the only reason.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well, no. What's the point in having... No, sorry. What's the point of having it on your lap? You've tucked it in under your tummy. You've had it on your lap. You've dropped something. It's not making it to the lap.
No.
It's making it to the tummy. Yeah. So you need the napkin here.
Yeah.
Not on the lap.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah.
But just even napkins on laps, I don't understand.
No.
Is it because back in the day you were sitting upright, and so when you were sitting upright, your food would fall onto your... Anyway.
Or maybe it's just so easy to grab, and then you can, in the oldness, just cut the corners of your mouth.
The corners maybe that's it.
Why was I saying
it?
I was saying it because people lean back, having a chat, eating sweet treats like cookies or scones. There's more mess on the floor sometimes after an adult has left than there is from a child sitting in a high chair mushing up a muffin. Sit forward. It happened last week.
Public service announcement from Helen. Please lean forward when you're at a cafe eating crumbly food.
Yeah. Like Toast Man. There's crumbs everywhere because he's just surveying the scene, eating his toast.
Morning Toast Man? Yeah.
Flicking the crumbs on the floor, and I'm like, lean forward. I have to sweep under your table every time you leave. Your wife must be really annoyed at you.
Oh, dear. Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. Now,
can I just say, sorry.
Yeah.
The pet peeve things, because we have lists and lists of them, what I do, I'm going to start doing that at one of the pet peeves at the end of our episodes.
Okay.
Now, because we haven't had time. We need 2 episodes to do this. So I'll just bring one
and
up.
Also,
every now and then.
it might just be boring content for people. So we've only got to give them one episode of pet peeves.
Yeah, and then we'll just give you a little taster at the end of others.
But, you know, I was thinking about it when I said at the very beginning, it sounds like we're bitching and moaning, and you were like, well, we are. And I'm like, well, we are, but also, you know, people understand that. But I'm like, hey, we are a people of wanting to listen to someone else bitch and moan.
Yeah.
Because we want to know what the gossip is.
Yeah.
So
what the tea is. Bring us the tea.
Yeah. Such a dumb saying. I was about to say that, and I was like, I actually can't say I can't.
No, I didn't.
I was like, I can't make myself say, what's the tea? I'm like, I enjoy tea. I don't enjoy gossip tea.
Why is it called tea?
Well, because you're going to sit down and have a cup of tea and have a chat.
Well, that's fine.
That's what I would, that's how I understand it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
All right, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. So I said very briefly at the beginning of this episode that I was working hard on something today. I don't think we've actually shared anything about what's coming up.
No, but in previous episodes, we have told, when we did our last one,
yes,
that our store closes for a day every August, and we take the staff out on a day out to say thank you.
Yeah.
So our boss, has kindly said that we can shop for a day and then provides lunch, and then we go and do an amazing race kind of day that Joe organises. And
we do it in different locations around our area. So within probably a 1 to 2 hour span of where we live. And basically, it's just to explore a different place. The place that we're going to this year, I've told some of the kids that that's where we're going. And they're like, oh, I've never been there before.
No, I haven't
I'm
either.
like, great.
Yeah.
Which I find really fascinating because when I first moved here, the amount of Southern Ontario that I covered on my first 6 months while being here, I'm surprised of how much I've been to that other people have never been to.
Oh, I'm not surprised. People don't visit other places.
Yeah.
And when you come over here, you're all like, woo.
Yeah.
And you have to do a bit of exciting exploring. But
no.
When you live here, it doesn't happen.
So we're going to a specific place. I'm creating an amazing race. I kind of tailor it to our staff. And we do different things at different locations. And that's kind of what I have been working on. Without saying too much, shall I say anything or?
Well, you can if you want.
Yeah, who's going to be listening to us?
Yeah,
from
they
our
probably
staff
won't. Yeah.
So this particular year, and if you are a staff member and you listen to us, well then, hey, you got
a sneak
preview.
Peek.
Which I think we're going to be doing the staff day 3 days after this comes out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
So me being me, I've done an amazing race for 3 years now, and I got bored.
It's a lot of boredom in this.
I'm a bit bored.
Yeah.
Bored, trying to figure out something new to do. And I was like, well, for my own sense of alivement of creativity, I'm incorporating a murder mystery in this amazing race. So I have been super stoked about creating this. But what I've done is I've taken historical facts and I've put fiction in amongst there to create a murder that didn't happen. So as they're doing the amazing race, they get clues from the murder. And then by the end of the race, they have to have figured out who died, how they died, and why they died. All of this is set in the 18th century. Do you say the century of the first two numbers that it is? So if it's 1801, is that the 18th century or is that the 19th? I always get confused.
I think that's the 19th. Well, why are you asking me? I never get these facts right. I think that's the 19th century.
And then when you go into the 19s, that's the 20th century.
I think
that sounds about right. Okay, so
I
this
can
is the
never
19th
say yes
century.
with confidence because someone's going to be shouting.
Anyway, I don't know what century this is, but this is this is based in 1880 or 1870, sorry. And for this particular story, I wanted to have a random accidental death that's not tied to the murder. And so I was like, what are some weird accidental deaths that happened in Victorian times? So I Googled some weird accidental deaths that happened in Victoria time, and I had to tell my sister straight away because they were highly entertaining, and I can't not share them with all of you guys because it's useless information that won't ever be needed for anything, but they're just gems. So, I'm going to start. There's a really disgusting one, which I didn't tell you.
Oh, good.
But I'll start, so I won't go straight there. I'll prepare everybody that there's a gross one.
Okay.
But I'll start here. In 1867, the 18-year-old daughter of Archduke Albrecht, Duke of Teschen, Teschen, don't know where that is, set her dress on fire while trying to hide a cigarette from her father, who had forbidden her to smoke. There's also another fun fact that in 1858, a batch of sweets in Bradford, England, was accidentally adulterated with poisonous arsenic trioxide. About 5 pounds of it was sold to the public and 20 people died. I'm like, oh my goodness. Another one. I'll do the yuck one and then I'll do a funny one afterwards.
Okay.
Prepare yourself. It's just disgusting because I read that and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what I think about when I watch movies. In 1875 in England, a factory worker in Manchester found a mouse on her table and screamed. A man rushed over to her and tried to shoo it away, but it tried to hide in his clothes. When he gasped in surprise, the mouse dove into his mouth and it bit the inside of his mouth in all different places, trying to escape. The mouse tore and bit the man's throat and chest, and he later died in horrible agony.
What's this very vicious mouse? How big was it?
I don't know. But if that mouse has been... So, you know the amount of times that you're watching a movie and somebody has an insect or an animal on their face or on their head and they're screaming, the only thing that goes through my mind is just shut your damn mouth because you don't know if that thing's going to go inside of it. Like, why are you screaming with your mouth open? And that's what I think every single time. And then here you go, in 1875, this actually happened. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Can you scream with your mouth closed?
Just don't scream. Just stand there in fright. And then my last one for you, which is a fun fact. I think this is phenomenal. In 1885, the lamplighter in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, had attached a 10-pound rock to his alarm clock, which would crash to the floor and awaken him. So he had rigged himself an alarm clock that when it would go off, a rock would fall. I don't know how he built this alarm clock. I think even that in itself is ingenuity. On Christmas Eve, he rearranged his furniture for a party, but forgot to change his room back afterwards. When the alarm mechanism went off the next morning, the rock fell on his head and killed him. I'm like, the things that were happening in the Victorian era, goodness gracious.
That's too good.
I just found it highly entertaining though. So if you want to brighten your day, you should just Google accidental deaths that occurred in the Victorian era. There's some bangers in there that I did not even record. They were great.
Oh, I'm glad this is entertaining you doing this.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
That's good.
Yeah, I've also learned some very fascinating history about a town that's not too far away from us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there was some shady stuff happening in the Victorian area. in this
very
town.
shady times.
It's so much. And I've done so much research on this and like found different articles and newspaper clippings and things like that to like find the history. So if you're wondering like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like I actually do a lot of research into where we're going.
Oh,
and
yeah.
trying
This
to
is
like,
not like a 5-minute
it takes me a
together.
month to, I usually put the month of July aside and I work mostly full-time on this to get it out there. So, but everyone has a great time.
Yeah, and
I have fun.
the fact that you're having a great time putting it together, it makes it all... Yeah. It's good. It's not boring for you. It's not boring for you.
No, not this year.
Good.
Who knows what next year's going to be. Year 5, we're trying to do an amazing race. Can't top this one.
Oh,
well.
You will.
Yeah.
You can.
Anyway, so do we have a who does that?
I have something that happened today. It's something similar to a story that's happened before, but it's the only one I've got, so this is what you get.
Okay.
Sorry if it's boring you. I went to a table to clear the dishes, and I said, is everything okay for you today? And she said, oh, yes, it was lovely. I'm just waiting for my coffee and my sweet treat. I said, oh, the one that was on hold. She said, yes. I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to get it for you. So I take my plates back and I unload them. And then I go and get the coffee and I get the sweet treat. And then I go to the table and a coffee and a sweet treat is already there. I'm like, oh.
Because somebody has taken it out and not told you?
No, nothing to do with that.
Okay.
The lady that she's with had gone up to ask.
Oh.
But the lady at the table also asked. I just wanted to say to her, why did you ask me about this if you knew your friend had already gone up and asked the same question? Because now there's 2 members of staff getting you the same thing. Like, she knew her friend was asking, had gone back up in the line to ask, but then she told me that that's what she was waiting for.
Oh.
So I go over and she's like, oh, well, we already got it. My friend went and asked.
Why would you do
could
that?
have told me that.
Yeah. That's
And
so
I said,
frustrating.
well, does somebody want this coffee? Because I can't really just tip it back in again. And the guy goes, well, is it free? So that was my who does that of the day. I just walked back with my sweet treat, like, for God's sake, people.
That is very annoying when somebody asks you something. And I think we've talked about this before.
We have with the waters.
Yeah, and then somebody else comes along. Oh, and then they ask another server. It's like, just give the server a moment.
Yes.
Or give your friend a moment to
Yeah.
go and ask. Like, the double asking situation.
Or tell me, I'm just waiting for this, but my friend's asking for it. Okay, then I know it's been sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can go and say, hey, friend, go sit your butt back down.
Yeah.
I'll go and get the thing. I'll deliver it to you.
It's like with takeaway boxes. Mm-hmm. You go over and you're like, oh, you already got one.
Yeah, thanks for telling me.
Yeah. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. What's yours?
I don't think I have a who does that.
Okay.
I haven't really been out in the world
No,
lately.
that's
because I've literally
true.
just said I put most of July
Yeah.
away to
Yeah.
do this. So I haven't actually spent a lot of time on the floor. And the time that I have spent is with trainees. So who does that? It doesn't really count because...
Not yet, because they're still new.
They're still new.
But still, sometimes the who does that's from the new people are just delightful.
Yeah.
Because they're learning.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yippity-doo.
I just realised as I was saying, do you have a who does that? And I'm like, no, well, you don't. You toss pot.
You don't even have one. What about fun fact of the week? Do you have anything?
Well, I just did. I shared my 5 fun facts of the week.
Okay, then. Well, I guess that's us.
That's us. Oh, actually, we do have a fun fact for this week. It's Tuesday today. We're recording on a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. A Tuesday?
I know. Actually, as a side note, the reason why we say on a Tuesday
I've actually forgotten why we say on a Tuesday.
is because we went out to a concert
On a Tuesday.
and we're like, who does this on a Tuesday?
Oh, yeah. Why is it so busy? On a Tuesday?
Yeah, of all days. Anyway, on Thursday we're going to Toronto to go and see The Outsiders, which is a musical that's playing. So that's
I spoke to somebody while I was watching the World Cup that had just been and said it's brilliant. And we also know from somebody who
we
works
work
for
with
us.
that also said it was brilliant, which is great because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
so
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm just coming along for the ride.
yeah, which is great because that's usually what happens when I go to concerts with you, and then when you come to you come to shows with me.
I went along for the ride to see Mamma Mia. I had no idea, which everyone is like, you didn't? Because I didn't watch the movie.
I would love to go into Mamma Mia
Not knowing.
Yes.
I loved it because I had absolutely no idea
What was going to happen.
what it was about.
Yeah.
It was great. But people could be like, you didn't know? I know I didn't watch the movies. I still haven't watched the movies. Or have I now? I can't remember. But I hadn't before I went. I quickly just need to tell you that this morning there was questions about the day out that we're having. And do you know what teams we're on? And I said, oh, I have seen the teams. Oh, tell me. Just tell me. Are we on this same team? Are we doing this? And, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. I know that the teams are really well stacked. I know that it's, like you've done a good job.
I've done them intentionally. I've put certain people together for certain reasons.
But I can't remember who's in each team. And then, are we together? Oh, she's lying. I think there's all this. And I'm like, honestly, I cannot remember who's in what team. I just know that I've seen the teams and they're good. And it's like, oh, Helen, they really wanted to know. It's so funny.
I'm going to have to ask you off recording who these people were, and then I'll be able to tell you whether they were on the same team or not.
Yes,
so.
I think I already knew, but I couldn't be sure, but I think I already knew. But then is she lying? I'm like, listen, I can't remember anything.
You're not lying because you can't remember, so what does it matter? Anyway, okay, we have done and another thing, literally, for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we will sign off. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do at pod peeves pod.andanotherthing@gmail.com. Do you know the other week why I said info is because that's my work email address?
Okay, yeah. And we were doing work stuff.
Yeah, and
because
so
things were happening.
I was about to start rattling off the rest of my work email, and I was like, nope, wrong one. Which is great that this is not a live situation and I can just re-edit that if ever I did that mistake. But pod.andanotherthing@gmail.com. We also And Another Thing podcast on TikTok and Instagram. You can reach out to us that way. Give us a follow on whatever platform you listen to.
Tell your friends.
And your family.
Yep, that's all we got.
Yeah. Have a great week. You ready to do the next one?
Yeah, go.
Have a good idea.